Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone are doing great. I'm also doing good. So in this video, we're gonna see how we can able to leverage the Gen AI for data engineering applications. Our previous video, we have discussed and we set up everything in the VS Code editor and we were able to execute the ChatGPT model and other stuff, right? But now, if even if you don't have a setup to execute a Gen AI model, you don't need to worry. I bring out a different solution for you for that, right? So the solution is you can use the Colab. So Colab is a Google platform, and it can offer you to execute different set of models, and even you can explore the different programming languages along with SQL, Python, and all other stuff. It gives you the notebooks, so like this notebooks, and you can able to write the code and you can execute it. So it just comes up with a different simple hardware mechanism, so you can connect to that one. So by default, it assigns some RAM on the disk as you see in the screen, and this how it works, right? So I just take the Colab as a platform here, and I'm trying to explore a few more use cases how we can leverage the journey for data engineering use cases, right? So now without further delay, let's get jump into the code. In this use case, I'm trying to like how we can able to read the data from structured data and semi-structured and unstructured data, right? So what is meant by the structured data? Structured data is something that a tabular data, right? So we can able to see how we can able to query the tabular data with the help of LLM using this Gen AI technology, right? So first, I'm just creating the OpenAI connection. So as you already know that this is the OpenAI model, and I'm creating one method which is nothing but get LLM response, and I'm passing as a prompt, and I'll get the response as an output from this. So I'm just creating the client, OpenAI client. I'm passing the API key. So this is something that I just created from the OpenAI portal that I have shown in the previous video, right? So and I'm creating the client chart completion, and I'm creating a model. I'm using the GPT-4o mini, and I'm keeping the messages like what is the system prompt and the user prompt, right? So and finally, I'm returning the response with the help of chart completion, choice zero, and message count, right? So I hope you already know about this logic. So let's go ahead and execute this one. Yeah, it has executed, right? So now we can go to the next step, which is nothing but creating the pandas data frame. So why you are creating the data frame? Because I'm trying to create the structured data, right? So for just simple simplicity, I just creating the pandas data frame, and I'm adding some values to manually to it, and I'm creating the data frame and printing it to you. So let's get executed this one, right? It has executed, right? So now you can able to see it has four different columns. One is like ID, name, age, and the city. And the ID we have 1 2 3 4 5, and it has some names and their age and their city location, right? So now I'll try to query some queries based on this tabular data with the help of LLM. So how we can able to do that? So for that, I just created one method. So this is actually query LLM with the data frame. So I'm just passing the reference data along with the question. Question is nothing but what the question that you wanted to ask to the LLM, right? So for this, I'm just preparing the prompt here. The prompt is something that here is the pandas data frame, and I'm giving the reference data, and based on the data, please answer the following question, right? So I'm giving the question here on the dynamic fashion, and I'm passing this prompt to the get LLM response prompt as that I already shown in the above, right? So and I'm returning the response, right? So now let's go ahead and execute this code. Super, it has executed. Now we'll go to the next step, which is nothing but LLM questions and answer on the tabular data, right? So first I'll prepare a question which is nothing but question about the data frame, that is what is the average age of the people in the particular data frame, right? So to answer this one, we need to pass the tabular data as well, right? So to pass the tabular data, I'm actually converting the data frame to two strings so that it will convert all the tabular data to a string format, and I'm assigning it to the pandas data frame, and I'm passing this pandas data frame as a reference data to the LLM along with the question, right? So once I'll send this question, I'll get the response, and I'm printing the response in the response section, right? So this is the first question that I'm asking, and along with that, I do have the other question, which is nothing but list out the names of the people who lives in the New York, right? So it can give you who are all the users who lived in the New York, right? So similarly, I'm passing the same data frame as an input, and the question is also an input, and I'll get the response from it, right? So let's go ahead and execute this, and we'll find out and see how this is going to return the answer, right? So yeah, I'm just executing now, and yeah, we just submitted to the LLM, and it has showed the data, right? So what is the average age of the people in the data frame? It given the average age is 30 years. So let's go ahead and check this one, right? So you see this one, the average age is 30. If you can sum up all the values and divide by 5, you'll get the 30, right? So, and you see, and another thing is like who is the user who lived in the New Year, which is nothing but Alice. Now let's see whether we received the same record or not, right? So here, if you see the second response, the Alice who lived in the New York, right? So he's the only person lived in the New York. Next, we'll see. That's how we can able to query the tabular data, right? Before we jumping into the next video, a small reminder, guys. I'm requesting only one thing from you, that is your support. So please give a like and add a comment and support me as a channel, because I'm really keeping a lot of effort to bring this quality and innovative content to you. I'm learning myself in a day to day basis, and I'm trying to generate this quality content to you. Hope you understand. Thank you. Yeah. Next, we can see the next section, which is nothing but query the documents using the LLM. So, what is meant by the document? Documents are like kind of a set of a statements or a set of a text data. Like you read from the file, or you read from some location or anything. You can convert into the list of text, right? So, how we can able to query this text, right? So, on this text, how we can able to query. So, what we can do is we pass the same text as is to the LLM. Like you see the prompt. This is how the documents it will be like. The restaurants base have been located in the Bangalore and offers Indian cuisine. Another very nearby restaurant is Greenleaf and is known for the vegetarian dishes. Right. So this is blah blah. We have some statements are there. Right. So I'm passing the question, which is nothing but which restaurants are vegetarian friendly and what cuisines are available nearby. Right. So with the help of this data, it should answer. So to answer this one, I need to pass the same document and along with the question. So here you just observe the prompt what I'm giving it out here, right? So here is a text document, so the document that I'm given, and based on the text, please answer the following question. So I'm passing the question as well, and the same this prompt I'm passing to the LLM answer. I mean, I'm just printing this uh, text and I'm passing to the LLM, right? How we can I'll pass to the LLM. So before that, let me execute this. Super, it has executed. Now you just printed the response like LLM answer text. Yeah, I'm already passing to the LLM response here, and I got the response. You see, the vegetarian friendly restaurant here is Greenleaf and known for vegetarian dishes. The cuisine is available nearby Indian spicy spice are, right? So this how you can it got the we got the response, right? So yeah, that is about on the docs. Next we'll read some text file and we'll query the text file and we'll get the required output, right? So I just upload the text file here, that is nothing but speech.txt. It's a speech text. So let me show you how the file looks like, right? So this is the file and it has this content like world must be safe, and this is actually some speech data. Okay, so we have some list of content of the data. So now we can query this data, we can through the LLM. I'm just loading the file path, and this is the path, and I'm trying to open this file in the read mode, and I'm appending all this read data to the text content. Okay, so all this I read it as a text content, and I'm preparing the question like summarize the main points about the text. So I'm passing this LLM response and I'm passing the prompt as here. Like here is the text document. I'm giving the text content as a text document. And based on this, please enter the following question. So I just enter the question, right? So this is how dynamically I'll generate the prompt and I'm sending the prompt to the LLM, right? So once it sends, it will give you the answer. So I'm keeping under the print statement. I'm printing that one. Otherwise, I'm adding some exception blocks for this because it is a file, right? So without delay, let's go ahead and execute this one, right? So yeah, you see, it is actually taking some time. Yeah, it just printed. Now summaries about the main point of this text. LLM answer is the text emphasizes commitment making to the world safe and democracy, political liberty, highlighting the desired piece of some text. Okay, motivation conclusion explores the willingness to fight against oppressive governments while maintaining the friendship. Right, so kind of it given some response, right? So this is how we can able to use the LLMs in our day-to-day our life, and we can able to query the smaller data sets. So here one limitation is available with this approach, right? So whenever you are trying to process all your reference data, it works for only for the simpler data set, smaller data set, not for the large and bigger data sets. If you want to query the bigger and larger data set, there will be a separate process available, which is nothing but a RAG model. In upcoming days, I can create a video on that and I can able to post that to you. How can we create a RAG model and how can we query on a larger data sets of your own or private data, right? So yeah, this is how the content. So hope you like the content. If you like, please give a like and add a comment. And if you have any doubts on anything, please add it in the comment section below. And with that, we'll meet with the next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.